What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a guided exercise. This is an exercise that I went through in a recent live tarot reading. And I wanted to share it with the rest of you because I know not everybody makes it to the live readings when I go live. And, sometimes when I go live, it's not just about doing the free readings. Sometimes the divine puts it on my heart to share other information with you guys, things that I do in life coaching, in my spiritual coaching business that can transform your life. So you guys get a lot of free stuff, free information, free extras here on my channel that my paying customers, my paying clients pay me for. And so it's just when the divine puts it on my heart and says, hey, I want you to talk about this. I want you to share this with them. I want you to teach them this thing, then I respond because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer the call on my life. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you through an exercise that will teach you a very easy and practical way. It's a guided exercise. All you need is yourself. And if you want, you can, have a pen and piece of paper next to you if you want to write things down, because sometimes it's nice to remember, if you get information that you want to remember, that's perfectly fine, but you don't need it. Okay. You don't need anything but you, and everything is going to be done for you. You're just going to follow me, follow my lead. It's a guided exercise. So all you need is just a distraction-free environment, because obviously if you're being distracted, then it's going to take you out of this exercise. You need to be able to focus. So that's the first thing that you need is a distraction-free environment. You're going to need about 30 to 45 minutes. The time is going to go by quick, though, if you participate. And then the other thing I'm going to ask is for you to play full out. Because if you dabble, you're not taking it serious, you're just, whatever, then nothing's going to ever change for you. And that's anything in your life, right? So don't participate if you're not going to play full out. Don't waste your time if you don't have the intention of really, really, really giving it your all. And I promise you that if you do this exercise and you give it your all, there is a really, really strong indication that you will experience change. And you'll be able to transform whatever blocked energy is inside of you, things that you've potentially been wrestling with and struggling with for maybe your entire life, areas of your life that you've not been able to change, things that you've not been able to overcome, whether it's patterns, behaviors, addictions, thoughts, trauma, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. This exercise is that powerful to where I've seen so many people transform something in their life that was keeping them stuck. And then as a result of transforming whatever that energy was that was blocked, regardless of how it shows up, whether it's a thought pattern, a behavior, an addiction, unforgiveness, an emotion, a feeling, it can manifest inside you in a gazillion different ways. But once that energy is transformed, it unlocks the things in your life that have been blocking your manifestations, have been blocking change, have been blocking you from being able to be successful as you move forward towards your dreams, goals, wishes, and desires. And it also unlocks and unblocks things that are trying to come towards you. So I really, really highly invite you to participate, play full out. If you choose to, again, you don't need anything but yourself. Everything else is going to be guided and done for you. And hopefully this exercise will be transformational for you. And if you find this exercise transformational, please leave a comment so that other people can hear your success story. Leave a comment and let everybody know what happened to you, what's different. If you have a breakthrough, if something positive happens as a result of you going through this exercise, please leave a comment. It's not it's not for me. It's for you to let other people know, hey, this isn't a waste of time. Hey, this did work for me, and that's you. That's the best way that you could ever pay me back, even though it's not for me, is by, letting other people know that you had a breakthrough. Because if they see in the comments that you guys are getting results, then they're going to want to try this as well. And that's the beauty of this, is we're all paying it forward, saying, hey, this worked for me, give it a try. Somebody else says, hey, this worked for me, give it a try. Because that's why I'm here. I'm here not just to give you guys generic tarot readings. There's hundreds of tarot readers out there. I'm here to give you not just information, I'm here to give you application, things that you can actually apply to your life to get the result. Not information that, okay, well, I got another tarot reading, nothing's changed. Got another tarot reading, nothing's changed, right? Let's get the change. Let's actually do the things and get the change so that we can go out and start experiencing life on our terms, so that we can find the relationship of our dreams, or get the job, get the money, get the body, whatever the thing is that you want or that you desire. It's our divine right as creators to create the life that we desire, and to be able to not only create the life that we desire, but then to be able to share our gifts, our purpose, and our passion, to share our change with other people as well. And that's how we give back to the collective, how we give back to the world, how we become a blessing. So I'm here to bless you with the resources that I have, and it's completely free for you. If you experience change, all I ask is that you bless somebody else by just leaving a comment, letting somebody know, hey, give this a try. You've got nothing to lose. Or give this a try. I had a breakthrough. Because I really, really want this information to get out to people who need it. And again, it's not about me. Because it's, I got a small channel. I'm not making any money here. I'm not getting paid ad revenue. All this is free content. I'm out here because this is my call, my purpose, my passion. And I just want to help people. So help me help other people if you found this helpful for yourself. And if it's not helpful for you, no harm, no foul, that's okay. But if you do find it helpful, please, please, please pay it forward and leave a comment or share the video with somebody and say, hey, give this a try. Give this an honest try and see if this does for you what it did for me. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you guys. And for those of you that play Fallout, I completely commend you and your courage for trying something that might be, maybe a little different than something you've done before. I don't know. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump into the video. And I'm going to just quickly explain to you what karma is, what it really is, not what the fucking generic spiritual woo-woo, what you've heard a million times that's not helpful. Because there's no point. There's no point in useless information. Just hearing something that's useless and pointless, if it doesn't offer transformation, information that isn't enlightening to you in a way that can empower you or transform you or give you some form of growth or knowledge, anything at all that can empower you, then it's useless. Pointless, useless information. And unfortunately, in the spiritual community, there's tons of pointless, useless information that's constantly going around. So, what is karma? Just 4 things really quick. So, how am I going to define karma here? Karma is basically a reflective energy that's meant to do one of 4 things. Now, there could be others, but these are the 4 major things. The first thing that karmic energy is meant to do is awaken dormant parts of our being. So when you're going through a situation in your life, that whether it's a karmic job, a karmic relationship, or just karmic energy that's inside of you, whether it's from trauma, whatever it is, again, it's a reflective energy reflective. That's key word. It's meant to reflect, or reflective energy that's meant to awaken some part of you that's asleep, that's dormant. So that part of you can come awake. The second thing that karma is, it's reflective energy that's meant to expose our shadows or the lie. It's intended to expose the things that we falsely believe in that are keeping us disempowered and disconnected from our divinity. The third thing that karma is, it's a reflective energy that's meant to expose imbalances, or what we could call our mismanagement of energy, or we could say our irresponsibility as creators, meaning everything is energy, and everything that you do, every thought, every emotion, every word, everything about you is energy. This isn't woo-woo, this is actually scientifically proven. So when we're mismanaging or we're being irresponsible with the stuff that me, you, and our world is made of, that irresponsibility as the magicians, as the creators of our reality, that creates karma. And so that karmic energy reflects back to us saying, hey, you're being irresponsible with the power that you've been given. And so a lot of people, this is what the cause and effect thing is. So if you're irresponsible with your energy and you do something bad, then bad comes back to you. That's how this works. You do something good, that's you being responsible with your energy, then good comes back to you because it's reflective energy. That's what karma is. So the fourth thing, karma is a reflective energy that's basically recycled energy that needs to be alchemized, or energy that wants to have a purpose. Now, what does that mean? I'll give you an example. So let's say there was energy that was used for anger because you were abused, you were betrayed, you had something happen to you, and you're carrying around all this anger, this energy, because of something negative that happened to you at some point in your life, right? Or unforgiveness is a great example. You have this resentment, this bitterness, and this hatred towards somebody, and you haven't forgiven them. That's karma. That energy wants to have a purpose, and the purpose that it wants to have is not to be in fear, anger, or hatred. It wants to be in its original design, which is love. So how do you alchemize that? Well, you forgive. And when you forgive that person, you've transformed that negative energy into an energy that can have a purpose now. Because negative energy is destructive. It's self-serving. It serves no purpose. It just wants, it's a void. All negative energy is just like a black hole. It just sucks into, it's a meaningless void that does nothing but destroy. Energy with purpose creates. Energy either expands and creates or contracts and destroys. So the fourth thing that karma does, it's energy that wants to have a purpose. And so if there's energy within you that is not serving the purpose that it's intended for, then that karmic energy is trying again, it's reflecting itself back to you so it can be transformed into energy that will serve you and serve others. So those are the four things, the four definitions of what karma really is. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through an exercise here. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify, and this is very easy to do. So what you're going to do is you're just going to use your intuition and you're just going to trust. And some of you are like, well, oh my God, I don't trust myself. And I don't know if my intuition, but you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Just set the intention that even if you don't know how to trust your intuition, you don't know what your intuition is, you don't know what it feels like, all that overthinking shit, you're just going to trust. You're just going to have blind faith and blind trust that by doing this exercise, you're going to be just fine. So the first step is, I want you guys, and this is going to take some courage and honesty, but this is just between you guys. Okay, this isn't, no one knows, this is between you and you. I want you to think of either a pattern, a behavior, or an emotion that hasn't been serving you. Something in your life that you're aware of. A pattern, emotion, behavior, could even be, I guess a feeling and emotion are the same thing. I want you to think of that. Something in your life that you've been unable to change. And even if there's times in your life where you thought you had changed it, or you thought maybe you had overcome it, or you mastered it, somehow it showed up again in your life. Like, oh man, I thought, I had trust issues or had intimacy issues or whatever the thing is, and I thought I dealt with them, but then they came back. Or if it's like an eating problem, or it could be anything. It could be anything at all, but something big. Try to think of the biggest thing, your biggest fear, your biggest problem, your biggest pattern, the thing that's been with you that you're most aware of, that you've been unable to change, or you've been unable to fix, or somehow it's come back. It could be something that goes away, but then it comes back, and it's very frustrating because I thought I beat it, but I didn't. It came back. I want you to think of what that thing is. And if some of you guys, if you find that it's helpful for you guys to write something, I will give you a moment just really quick if you want to, because some of you might want to kind of journal as you go through this process so that you don't forget things that you think, that you don't forget things, it just might be important to you. So I'll give you guys a quick second. If you want to go grab something to write with, you don't need it, okay? You don't need anything but yourself. This is not a requirement. But if you want to have something to write with, I'll give you a second to go grab something. And so I know for me, writing things, not on your phone, not computer notes, but handwriting things is a very, very powerful and spiritual thing. Putting pen to paper. So again, it's up to you. You don't have to have it, but if you want to have it, you can do it. I would get it if I were you. So think about that. Think about what that problem is. That thing is that you've had really hard time struggling with, overcoming. And if you want to write it down, write it down. Otherwise, just keep it in, you just hold it in your mind here. And I'm going to just put some, I'm just going to put some chill music in the back just to help our mind. Just to help our mind like calm down so it's not just this weird silence in between me talking and not talking. So there'll just be a nice ambience there. And if there is somebody in the chat, just really quick before we begin, if there's somebody in the chat who would like to volunteer, to just courageously volunteer to be part of this, I need a volunteer, please. So if there's somebody in the chat that would like to kind of be the person for me to use as just kind of the example here, everybody's going to follow and do it the same thing, but I need somebody, because it'll help you guys understand how this works, and then that way, when the video uploads, there will be an example. So you'll be helping who knows how many people by stepping forward. And again, it's nothing crazy. You're not going to be spilling your dirty secrets all over the internet or anything. But I do need one person. I do need one person who's willing to go through this process with me. And I'll just sit in the chat here and wait. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'll pick on Jean. I don't know. She's like, no, don't pick me. Somebody out there. Just in the chat, I'm looking at the chat box, just say, I'll do it. Or say, I'll help you. Just let me know. And I'm going to be, I'll work with you, and then everybody else can just follow along. And again, there's nothing crazy or wild. Nothing to fear. Okay. Jamie's Cowboy. I'll help you. Awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. What a badass. All right. So, hopefully everybody's got their thing in mind that you've been struggling with. Now I'm going to kick on the background sound here. I'm going to make sure that the volume is right. So give me just 2 seconds. All right, hopefully that's not too disruptive. Yeah, nobody's taking naked pictures of anybody. Okay. So, Jamie's Cowboy. So, Jamie, what's the thing that you have found difficult to overcome? What was your word? Or the pattern or the belief? What is the thing that you've struggled with the most? And I will give you time to respond in the chat. It's a little loud. Okay, I'll turn it down. All right, you guys let me know if that's too loud. Hopefully that's adjusted better. Okay, grudges, revenge, and trust. All right, so I want you to just become aware of wherever it is that you feel, Jamie, in your body, and everybody else do this as well. I was like, remember, you're all participating here, and I promise you, if you participate and you play full out, that you could have an extremely massive breakthrough. So where do you feel that energy in your body, Jamie? Where is that energy of revenge, trust issues, grudges? Where do you feel that energy in your body? So just become aware of that. Okay, thank you, Gene. Thanks for letting me know that the volume's good now. Where do you experience it? Because remember, this is part of what I was saying earlier. We have to learn to identify not just the sensation, but where the sensation is located, because the part of our body where the emotion or feeling seems to originate from is part of understanding the language that the divine speaks. Okay, so Jamie says the hands. So what I want you to do, Jamie, and of course everybody else, I want you guys to just believe for a moment. Even if it seems hard, or even if it seems irrational, I just want you to, for the sake and the duration of this exercise, I want you to believe that what if all negative energy, all these things we're talking about, truly had a positive intent, that there was a positive intention behind it, even though it feels negative, even though it feels like it hasn't served us in our highest good. What if there was a positive intent behind it? And so I want you, first of all, I want you to thank that part of you. And I know this is just, again, this is going to seem maybe different, but just trust the process. Just trust this process. Try not to overthink anything. But I want you to think that part of yourself. So for you, Jamie, you feel that energy in your hands. Just think that part of yourself. And just acknowledge it. Even acknowledging it, even if it feels too weird to think it, just acknowledge it and say, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing me that you're trying to tell me something. Because by feeling it, it's trying to tell you something. And I want you guys all to do this. Identify where you feel that emotion and just thank that part of you for trying to communicate something with you. Now I want you to ask that part of you. What are you trying to serve? What are you trying to protect? Or what are you trying to give me? What are you trying to serve? What are you trying to protect? Or what are you trying to give me? And just let that answer come to you. And when that answer comes to you intuitively, just the first thing that comes, don't overthink it, just the first thing that comes to you, the first word, the first message that comes to you, that's the correct one. I want you to say, well, Jamie, for you to say it in the chat so that I know what it is. And the rest of you, again, you can take mental note of it, or you can write it down. So there's no hurry, there's no rush, but when that word comes to you, the answer comes to you. What are you trying to serve? What are you trying to protect? Or what are you trying to give me? What is that word? Okay, money being placed, maybe money being placed in my hands. Okay, what is that word? How would you describe that in a word, or maybe 1 to 3 words, Jamie? What are you trying to serve? What are you trying to protect? Or what are you trying to give me? So if you, how would you rephrase that? How would you reword that? My hands are saying, maybe money being placed in my hands. How else would you say that? That's not, and there's no wrong answer. Just to be crystal clear, there's no wrong answer. We just want to consolidate to make it just a little bit more simple to follow. And when everybody else, when you guys have your words, hold on to those words that you have. Because we're going somewhere with this. We're just starting the process. Just trust the process. Okay, my hands to give money away. Okay. So I want you to think that part of you now. I want you to think that part of you for sharing this with you. My hands, so for Jamie, it's for my hands to give money away. Now, Jamie, what would be even more important to you? What would be even more important to you to experience or to feel than giving your hands, giving that money away? And just ask that part of yourself. Like you're having a conversation, just ask that part of yourself. What would be even more important? And the rest of you guys, just continue to follow along. Whatever your word was, ask that part of you, what would be even more important for you to feel or to experience than fill in the blank, whatever your word was. What would be even more important for you to feel or experience than, in this case with Jamie, than her hands giving money away? And when you have your answer, just drop it into the chat, Jamie. And the rest of you, if you're writing it down, or just keep it in your mind. What would be even more important for you to feel or experience? Release to help someone. So Jamie's, what would be more important to feel and experience for Jamie is to release to help somebody. It's beautiful. To see the joy on someone's face. That's beautiful. Now I want you to again just think that part of yourself. Think that part of yourself where that original sensation was that you felt, where that part of you was, where in your body that original feeling was. So go back and think it again. Think it for revealing to you this next message. Now we're going to ask it the same question. So for Jamie, or in Jamie's case, and again, you guys that are following along, just apply it to your statement or your word. What would be even more important for you to feel or experience than releasing to help someone and to see joy on someone's face? In Jamie's case. So Jamie, what would be even more important for you to feel and experience than releasing to help someone or to see joy on someone's face? And just let that part of you speak. Let that, your intuition, just give you the word, give you the phrase, the statement. Just let it come to you like the phrases before. What would be even more important than that thing for you to feel and experience? Just let the answer come to you. And whenever you have your answer, Jamie, feel free. Okay, to lend a helping hand to strangers. Beautiful. If someone fell, I use my hands to help them up. Oh man, that's so beautiful. To use my hands to help them up. So I want you to go and think that part of yourself again. Think those hands again. Think your hands again for this beautiful and powerful message. And for the rest of you, think that part of your body. Because gratitude releases the judgment that our minds and our egos and our programming. We create these judgments, and by creating judgment, we create resistance. And when we create resistance, we create blocks. And when we create blocks, we can't hear. This is the ease and the profundity of how the divine speaks through us. It's not difficult. It's not complicated. It's just through focus and intention and awareness without the judgment that we've been taught to heap upon ourselves by comparison, by pain, by guilt, by shame, and all these other entrapments that aren't real. Gratitude is the beginning of unlocking the divine truth that's within you. And your body's speaking it to you now. So go into that part of you and think that part of you. Think that part of you. Think that part of you, that powerful part of you that has the courage to speak to you now. And it's always wanted to speak to you. And now I want you to go and I want you to ask that part of you, what would be even more important to feel and experience than this thing that it's already told you? So for you, Jamie, what would be even more important for you to feel and experience than using your hands to help somebody else up? What would be even more important for you to feel and experience than using your hands to help other people up? And for you guys, of course, ask that part of you, ask that thing, whatever your word is, whatever your phrase is. And just let the answer come to you. This is the divine speaking through you. This is how easy it is. It's not complicated. Your feelings, your sensations were not wrong. They're here, they're real. they're connected, they're divine, and they're talking to you all the time, all of us. Let that answer come to you. And whenever you have your answer, Jamie, feel free to drop it in the chat. To not use them for hurt. That's beautiful. To not use her hands to hurt somebody. I want you to think that part of yourself again, Jamie. Think that part of yourself again. And whatever your answers were for the rest of you, think that part of yourself again for the answer that it's given you. And we're going to ask it again. So, Jamie, what would be even more important for you to feel and experience than not using your hands to cause harm, to not hurt anyone? What would be even more important for you to feel and experience? And allow this conversation to continue to flow, as now you're connected. Now you're connected. Now you understand this connection that you have to the divinity working through you. The power of the divinity working through you and speaking to you. Unlocking your power. And power isn't domination, it's not competition. True power heals. And just as I said that, Jamie in the chat, heal with my hands. To heal with my hands. That's so fucking beautiful. So what would be even more important, Jamie? Think that part of yourself. Think the power of the divine in your hands, because you're unlocking something. You're becoming aware of something. You're becoming aware of a power. Any part of your body, and this is for all of you, any part of your body could have spoken to you. There's a reason that this part of your body that you identified at the beginning of this process, there's a reason that this part of your body was speaking to you. It's an indication of a power that you have that you were not aware of. And you're clearing and releasing this karma, this misunderstanding, this misalignment, this force, this beautiful power of divinity in that part of you that's now becoming aware and awakened through your conversation and your gratitude of it. Thank that part of you. Thank that part of you for revealing this beautiful message to you. Because it's exposing something, it's showing you something, it's enlightening you to something that you didn't know that was here with you from the day that you were born, that you came into it. Just like my illustration and analogy of Clark Kent being Superman. You've always been Superman or Superwoman. You've always been this. You've always had this power. You've always had this ability. It's been here with you your whole life. It's just not been acknowledged. It's not been understood. So think this part of you. Whatever that part of you, think it again. So Jamie and everybody else, what would be even more important for you to feel or experience than to heal with your hands, Jamie? What would be even more important for you than to heal with your hands? And let your hands, let that power, the power of the divine speaking through you, let it tell you even more that this is the positive intent. This is a higher intention. than where you started. It has even more to say, even more to reveal. Just ask that part of you, what would be even more important for you to feel and experience? And let the power of the divine inside of you speak to you. Some of you are tapping into things for the very first time. Some of you are experiencing and feeling what the trueness of the divine is for the very first time. Not the intellectualized version of what you thought the divine was. Not the concepts, not the religions, the philosophies, the institutions, not the ideas. This is an experience. It's not a thought. You're having an encounter. You're having an experience with the divinity inside of you, speaking to you. So Jamie's answer is to allow them to help. It's Jamie. Think that part of yourself. Everyone else, think that part of yourself again. Think that part of yourself in gratitude for this beautiful, powerful discovery. And we're going to ask just one last time, what would be even more important for you to feel and experience than allowing your hands to help and to heal, Jamie? What would be even more important than allowing your hands to help and heal? And you all ask that part of you the same question. Whatever your word was, whatever your phrase was, what would be even more important for you to feel and experience than this revelation you just received from the divine inside of you? To let them protect. To let them protect. Beautiful. All right. So now, I want you to imagine that you came into this life, that you were born into this life already knowing, already embodying, already experiencing your highest intent. You came into this world knowing. So in Jamie's case, she came into this world knowing that her hands were here to protect. That every answer that you've experienced all the way up to your highest intention, you began life with this intention. This is your reality. This is your starting point. This was your baseline. So now for you, Jamie, if you take your highest intent, if you were to take your hands, if you were to take the power of your hands protecting, and you were to bring that protection back down into the intention just beneath it, which is allow them to heal, what do you notice and what do you experience now, Jamie? When you take the power of your hand's ability to protect, you take that protection and you bring that power back down into your ability to help. What do you feel? What do you experience? And when you have your answer, just put it in the chat. And everybody else do the same thing. Take your highest intention, whatever that last thing answer was that you got. Take that and bring it down into the intention just before it. And if you weren't taking notes, that's okay. Just feel it. She feels a lot of power. So Jamie feels a lot of power. What kind of power do you feel, Jamie? What kind of power do you feel now? How would you describe that power to the best of your ability? You've taken protection and you brought protection down into the ability to help. And you feel a sense of power. How do you describe that power, Jamie? Let that part of you speak as it has. I don't listen, and I can be myself. The power to be herself. So now, Jamie, and everyone else, so you've taken the power, Jamie, your highest intention, to use your hands to protect. You take the power to use your hands to protect. You bring that back down into the power to allow your hands to help. Now, I want you to take that protection and the ability to help, and I want you to take both of those intentions, and I want you to bring both of them back down into the power to heal with your hands. And I want you to tell me what you feel now. Bring the power of your hands to protect. Bring the power of your hands to help, and bring those into the power of your hands to heal. And what do you feel as you bring protection and help into the power of your hands to heal? What's different? What do you notice? What do you experience? What do your hands say to you now? And everybody else, do the same. And if you don't remember what your words or your phrases were, it's okay. Just ask. Ask that part of you. That nobody can use me. I use them as a shield. So nobody can use Jamie anymore. The Jamie is now a shield. So now, Jamie, we're going to take the power of your hands to protect, and we're going to bring it down into the power of your hands to help. We're going to bring the protection and the help into your hands to the power to heal. And we're going to take all three of those, and now we're going to bring all three of those down into to not use your hands to hurt. And what do you experience now, Jamie, as you bring protection, as you bring help, and you bring healing into not using your hands to hurt? What do you realize now? What do you recognize now that you're bringing all that positive intent into not using my hands to hurt? What do you experience? What do you feel? What do you notice? And for the rest of you, allow that part in your body to speak whatever your answers are. And it's okay if you don't remember. That part of your body will tell you. That I can do anything that I want now, Jamie says. Beautiful. So now, Jamie, we're going to take the power of your hands to protect. We're going to bring that into the power of your hands to help. We're going to bring that into the power of your hands to heal. We're going to bring that into the power of your hands to never hurt again. We're going to bring all those intentions all the way back down into the power of your hands to help. Using the power of your hands to help people, to help lend a hand to strangers and to help them up. What do you experience now? What do you experience as you bring all those intentions down into using your hands to help people and to help people up and to help strangers up? What do you notice now? What do you feel now? What do you experience? As you bring all that energy What's different now? Just let that part of you express and tell its truth. Jamie says that I feel like I'm worth something to someone. Beautiful. Beautiful. She feels worthy. Jamie feels worthy. Beautiful, Jamie. So now, Jamie, now we're going to take the power of your hands to protect, the power of your hands to help. We're going to take the power of your hands to heal. We're going to take the power of your hands to never, ever, ever cause harm or hurt again. We're going to take the power of your hands to go and help people up and to help strangers. And we're going to bring all that intention, all that beautiful energy back into releasing someone, the power to see someone, to see joy on someone's face. Releasing yourself to help someone else so that you can see the joy on someone's face. And what do you experience now? You bring all that power in your hands to be able to use your hands to help someone and to see the joy on their face. And as you see the joy on their face, because of the power that's in your hands, what do you feel now? What do you experience now, Jamie? What is the joy that you see on the faces of those that you're helping, that you're healing? The power of your hands to heal and to help. What do those people's faces look like? What are they saying to you? What do you see in their eyes as you help them? What do you see in their eyes as you heal them? As all that beautiful, powerful, divine energy that's in your hands flows through to them, as you give your divine gift to those in need, what do you feel? What do you experience? And everybody else, allow that answer to come to you. That someone cares for them and they are somebody. So now Jamie, not only does Jamie feel worthy, she has now made other people feel worthy and valuable. She makes other people feel valuable and worthy. And one last time, Jamie and everybody else, one last time, starting at your highest intention. So for Jamie, you're taking the power to protect, the power of your hands to protect, the power of your hands to help, the power of your hands to heal, the power in your hands to never hurt anyone ever again, the power in your hands to help anybody up, the power in your hands to help any stranger, the power in your hands to bring joy to people's lives and the joy that you get to see on their face. When you bring all of those intentions, all of that power, and you bring them down to your original intent, the original intent, which was to give money away. Your very first intention was to give money away. When you bring all of that back into the power in your hands to give money away, what do you experience and what do you feel now, Jamie? It's different. What do you feel now? That she did her job and she paid it forward. She served her purpose. That Jamie is living her purpose in life. Now, Jamie, if you take all of those intentions, all of the intentions that we just had and we described, and you bring all of those intentions back into the original feeling that we started out with, which for you, Jamie, was resentment and trust. When you take all of that energy and you bring it back into the resentment and the trust, the grudge, the revenge, when you bring all of that energy back into the revenge, the grudge, and the trust, what do you experience now, Jamie? You bring all of that beautiful, powerful, positive intention back into that original feeling. You pull all of that beautiful power back into the revenge, the grudge. What do you feel and what do you experience now? Those words are gone. I want you all to pay close attention to the feeling and the sensation that you experience in your body right now. For those of you who participate, you have just experienced what it feels like to clear karma. This is what it feels like to clear karma. To transform energy from one form to another. To turn something from a negative into a positive. To turn weakness into power. To turn fear into love. To turn illusions and lies into truth and faith and clarity. So one last time, think that part of yourself. Thank that part of yourself for sharing this beautiful information with you. And lastly, as we wrap up this process, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. And I want you to see yourself. And in your case, Jamie, what I want you to see and visualize for you, Jamie, I want you to visualize your hands. With your eyes closed, I want you to visualize your hands. And I want you to see a beautiful, powerful, radiant light shining and glowing from your hands. And the rest of you, whatever that part of your body is, just visualize it. Visualize that part of you emanating, glowing, full of divine, beautiful power. It can be whatever color you want. It can be multiple colors. It doesn't matter. See that part of you. And I want you to focus on the power of love. Just send love into that light. Feel gratitude and appreciation. Feel the love coming from the light back to you. And in your case, Jamie, I want you to take your hands while your eyes are closed and you're visualizing. I want you to take both of your hands and I want you to place them firmly over your heart. And I want you to send that light that's in your hands. I want you to send the power of that light in your hands into your heart. And I want you to see the light from your hands that's connecting to the light and your heart get bigger. And the rest of you guys can do the same. Just imagine that part. And if it's not a part of you that can touch your heart, it's fine. Just imagine a beam of light connecting that part of you to your heart. Doesn't have to touch it. It can just connect through a beam of light and see that light getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I want you to send the intention and the power of love into that light. And I want you to say, I am love, into yourself or out loud if you want. You can say it in your mind. You can say it out loud. It's okay. Say, I am love. I am love. As you watch this light get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I want you to keep doing it until the light is so big that you can't see anything else. All you can see is just sheer power and light. There's nothing left. It's just everything. It's like you're staring into the sun. There's so much love and so much power and so much light. And once you get to that point where all you can see is light, all you can see is the beautiful radiance and the power of the love that you are, and you're completely consumed by this light, I want you to say, I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. And I want you to let that energy to come right into your heart. Actually receive it. Don't just say it. Actually receive it. Actually let that energy into your heart. Don't just say it. Let it into your heart. And once you've let that energy into your heart, I want you to say, I will give it. I will give it. I will give it. And I want you to imagine the world. Just imagine a globe or the world. And I want you to send that light to the world. Send it, cast that light onto the world, the globe, the earth, the planet. Send that light as a declaration, as a promise, as a sense of purpose, as a gift of who you are, what you're going to give, and what you're going to receive. The amount of love that you're pouring out onto the planet is all this love that's coming back to you. So give generously, give all that love, pour it out onto the planet. And one last time, just say, I receive. And then say, I give. I receive. I will give. I will receive. And I will give my love. And then I want you to think. I want you to think that love, the force of love. Thank the force of love that you are, that you give, that is around you, inside you. Think it, feel it, appreciate it. And now, take a moment to step back into your body and just become aware of what it is that you feel. What do you sense? What do you feel? What's different now? You've all just gone through a process of learning how to transform something in your life that you've struggled with for a long time. That was the beginning of this process. The beginning of this process, the question was, what was something, a pattern, a belief, a feeling, something that you struggled with that you've not been able to successfully deal with, something that was a burden to you, a block, a struggle, a challenge. It's been very difficult for you. This energy that was located somewhere in your body, and yet it seemed to have not had a purpose. It seemed to have not been there for any good reason. But when we remove our judgment, because no one taught us how to do this, no one's taught us to understand the spiritual mechanics of the spiritual reality of the things that are going on within us, we realize that discomfort, that negativity, that pattern, that problem actually was just something within us that was waiting to be used for a higher purpose, a positive intention. And as you begin to have a conversation with that part of you, you commune with the divine begins to speak and work through you as you access this divine part of you to unlock that energy, to unlock or to maybe unblock or to remove and release its true potential, its true power, the true nature of why it's there, because there's no part of you, me, or anybody else that is flawed. We believe that we're flawed because of our judgments and duality and our mind and the world that we live in. We believe that we're imperfect. But there's no part of any one of us that was created by the divine that isn't perfect. It just isn't connected to the divine source of its intention, or a better way to say it, it's divine design. There's an intention, there's a divine design behind every part of us, every part of you, every part of your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul, your desires. But when they're not connected to the power of your divinity, that's when it all goes wrong. And that's why we suffer. The source of human suffering is not necessarily the circumstances and situations of life. The source of human suffering is spiritual bankruptcy. It's because there's parts of us that aren't connected to the highest purpose, the highest intention of the thing that part of us was created for. It was created to have a meaning. It was created to have a purpose. And you can access it anytime. The answers are always there. True spirituality is not difficult. It's not hard. And those of you who just participated in this exercise, you experienced it firsthand. You did something simple. You did something simple and free. It cost you nothing but a little bit of time and a little bit of effort and a little bit of faith to just believe in something and try something and do something that maybe you've never tried before. And that's how easy it is to access the divine parts of you. It's how easy it can be to transform and transmute energy. So imagine what would happen if you had this power and it's free, it's accessible anytime, and it's this easy to access. You can transform any part of you into something powerful. Imagine what that power could do if you actually unleashed it and you believed it even more. That if you took this power inside of you, and in Jamie's case, now she knows the power that she has, that she's a healer, a part of her destiny, the power in her hands, that she has this power now to go out and use her hands to heal. And if she chooses to use her free will, if she chooses to go out, she chooses to trust the divine, and she asks the divine and seeks for whom she can help now, the divine inside of her will show her. You will be led to people. People will be led to you. And your hands will become a tool, a power of healing. And who knows what you'll do? Who knows what power you could step into? And there's parts of you all, whatever that part is for you. This is how we become free. And freedom is our birthright. It's your spiritual birthright to be free, not enslaved. Free to be who you are, free to receive love, to give love, to be in your power, because power isn't control, it's not domination, it's not competition. Freedom and love are power, and power is freedom and love. So, with that being said, we will, first of all, I want to honor those of you who have the courage, first of all, for being here. If you've been here this whole time, from the moment I started the live, all the way up until this point, which is about 2 hours and 45 minutes. If you've been here for the entirety of this 2 hour and 45 minute, from the collective message at the beginning and through the exercise that we just did, I just want to say that, first of all, I deeply respect and I deeply honor you, not because of me, but because you chose to do something. Your time and energy on a Sunday night, or wherever time it is for you, whatever time of day, wherever you are in the world, you chose. You could have been doing anything. You chose yourself. You chose to participate in something not even knowing what was going to happen. You chose to value something. You chose to trust the divine and the fact that you are here for a reason. And I truly believe that. I believe that if you're here and you're listening to this, it's not on accident, because I'm not here tonight on accident. I came here because I was called here. My evening and what I had planned was not being here. I was called to be here. And so I came here to answer the call. And there's many of you who have a call on your life to do something with what you've been given. And in Jamie's case, she has power in her hands to heal and to help people. And if Jamie answers the call on her life, whatever that is, whenever it is, the divine will show her. Who knows what she'll do? Who knows what will happen? Who knows who she'll help? Whose life she'll change? How her life will change? What's going to happen to her now? See, these are the ripple effects. We think that one little change isn't going to affect the course of our path and our destiny, our timeline, when that's so not true. It's very often that these things, these moments like this, these unexpected moments where you just showed up somewhere and you participated in something and not realizing that you just changed the entire trajectory of your life, the rest of your year, the rest of your month. That everything in a moment like tonight could potentially change the rest of your life. So never ever underestimate the power of the divine. Never underestimate the power of participating in things, trusting things, even when you're not sure. And I myself am a testament to that. So, with that being said, I honor you all. I respect you all deeply for participating. And with that being said, we will move into some readings. I know you guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. All the other information is in the description box below. And as always, my friends,
I'm not a bloody psychic.